Today is Thursday, Parashat Tetzaveh. Parashat this week tells us in great details about the garments of the Cohanim when they were involved in the service in Bet HaMikdash. The Kohen Gadol had 8 vestments, 8 garments, and the ordinary Kohen had 4 garments. While they were involved in the service in Bet HaMikdash, they had to wear, or in the Mishkan, they had to wear these garments, and a service that was done without wearing garments would be invalid. The Kohen Gadol, who wore 8 garments, on the day of Yom Kippur, the service that was specifically done for the Yom Kippur day were done in white garments, just like an ordinary Kohen. The clothing of the other Kohen were called Bigdei Lavan. They're white clothing. And the extra 4 that the Kohen Gadol would wear to come to 8 were called Bigdei Zahav, clothing made of gold. The clothing had to be purchased from funds that were actually contributed by all of Am Yisrael. The Kohen could not say, I'm going to buy it from my own money. It has to be bought from the money contributed by Am Yisrael. So all of Am Yisrael is sharing in that zchut, in that merit of the service that is done by the Kohen with those garments that he was wearing. The garments also represented the fact that the service had to be done with respect, with dignity, and the clothing indicated that. The garments that the Kohanim wore actually were, according to our Hachamim, were mechaper, were atoning for the sins. Each garment had a purpose to atone for certain sins. To just give you some examples, the coat that the Kohen Gadol wore, that had at the bottom of it some bells that made a little bit of noise as he walked, was mechaper al lashon hara, on evil, on improper speech, just like that noise that was the bells were doing. The trousers that the Kohanim wore were mechaprim on immorality. Other garments like the avnet, the sash, the belt that he wore that was close to the heart, was mechaper on hirhure alev, on some improper thoughts, improper emotions. On and on, and the Choshen Mishpat, the Oriental, were mechaperim on misjudgment. The ephod was mechaper on avodah zarah. The tzitz, for instance, that was on the metzach, on the forehead of the Kohen Gadol, was mechaper on the sin of arrogance. And the garments each was mechaper for another aspect that the garments were actually used to atone for the sins of Am Yisrael. And Parasha goes in great detail describing every one of the garments, how it was made. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.